Conte was allowed to bring in the cavalry for Chelsea. However, he's still got questions around him. This start hasn't been good. We plan to rush into today with Arsenal, Man City, Leverkusen and Real Madrid. As can Conte do better than the Europa League? That's what we won last year, as yes people, if you didn't know, at the end of the last episode, we changed Chelsea back to this shape. I don't like that. Back injury to Estevao, injured for a month, with a massive month in front of us. Great. Right, I think I'm going to start off on a high note, or low, whatever you consider it, and seeing this as a potential opportunity for Cole Palmer, because obviously we changed his formation, and with Estevao being preferred, it counts Cole Palmer out. I'm going to try and change him to a right wing, because midfield, we can gamble on that as well. But I'm going to speak to him. Cole, will you take to being a right winger here at Chelsea? I know you like dictating the play, but we have pushed you out wide because of the manager's orders. I don't know if he spoke to you already, but I am speaking to you because I think you should consider it. And he says he's really not thrilled about being a right winger. He doesn't feel fast enough, doesn't feel it's his best position. He'll give it a go, but honestly, if it doesn't get him involved, he said he'd rather go to a team where his assets are actually taken advantage of. I guess that's fair enough, but Palmer, you're getting shoved out there, like it or not. I want you to try and help Goncalo Ramos. Malero is doing perfect on his own, and we've got to look down here. We've got Garnacho, Gittins, and now a happy Joao Pedro. I don't know why he's really happy. Oh, and that's why, because it looks like the player's been spotted actually abroad, and not anywhere near Chelsea, training to be part of this squad again. Just what you want to leak to the press before this huge game against Manchester City. Give me strength. We're going to need it with the form we're on. Good change to 5 at the back just before this, but this is a team that I think knocked us out of a semi-final last year. Reed Colwell to get us away here. Caicedo. Goncalo Ramos running in behind is Cole Palmer. I don't mind that little inverted run. Cole Palmer! Just me? Or was he taking off the ball from a bit of a foul? I mean, we're pinning City back a little bit. I think the formation with 5 at the back gives our wingers a bit more freedom to press on. Caicedo's still quite sitting, and Barella can get forward a bit. With this a good run. Malero, that was crossed towards Ramos, as Cucurella's back in the team. To be fair, he didn't put up a fight, despite probably being unhappy with that little switch. And Malero, if we could switch this across to Palmer, he's read it! He's there ahead of 21! Cole Palmer finally hits his celebration, hits it in the back of the net in this first half. A lot of added time, but that is what we needed from Cole Palmer. He gets there ahead of Ait Nuri, in fact. And such a key player to get a key goal. It's brilliant for us. Against one of his former clubs, Doku coming back to defend. I'm liking this team. Now we've got a formation, we've got Ramos up front, and hopefully it will continue to flourish. Malero, he turns into Matt Cucurella. If he can get a run on here, he doesn't really get it. We do have all of our firepower at City. Cole Palmer turning. Caicedo, this is Barella. I don't think he's got a goal in Chelsea colours. He's allowed to turn and slot it past his teammate on the international stage. Nico Barella, now the captain of Chelsea. Conte very happy, as that might have saved him a job. You never know. Such a valuable win. But the Champions League is coming up next, and I do want to play the first game. And that means we'll have to sim some after Leverkusen. And it turns out Conte, well, this is kind of rumours. I am the owner, but I'm only seeing rumours. Has spoke to Joao Pedro and told him he's not featuring in this Chelsea team under his management. And he's suspended for taking a holiday during the season starting. As look at that, it says injured, but 272 months. Conte's not playing around. I'm not getting involved. If he keeps on winning, like he has done the last few games, and it looks like some changes with the formation change, Malo Gusto is kind of up for selection. I rushed into this Champions League game thinking the big goals, and there is, just for the wrong team. Ibrahim Maza, and I see Dusan Vlahovic, the man we tried to sign. But as I was saying, changes, not for the better. I see Andre Santos, Gusto, Anselmino, someone on the left. It is Garnacho who is starting. He's trying to skill on his man. Does do quite well. He said he's going to try and be loyal to the club. Don't know what that means, but it is more than Joao Pedro. Cucurella has got a sweet turn in there. Mark Cucurella, someone just finished that. How are we not finishing that move from our left back? It might be a rough start in the Champions League as well as the league, but I know we've got better in the Premiership, so let's keep going. Keep the pressure on the midfield duo. We've got two in the midfield that should press ourselves. Oh my days. They're rounding us. Bayer Leverkusen are here to play. Ezequiel Palacios, he's just got room to shoot. Where's our midfield centre-back? Why are they celebrating the same? Jurgensen's had a very bad game. Barella, though. Santos, even Ramos can do the running through the middle. Can he get his first Chelsea goal? He can. He's not going to celebrate it too much. It's only levelled it before half-time. They hold the advantage. Vlahovic stinker. In this second half, Marc Cucurella, I smell a very good comeback coming on here. We cut straight through the middle of them, and that was helped by our formation. Cucurella, a bit more freedom. There goes Barella. Cucurella, he's going to sprint past Jamie Gittens. He's done it all game. He takes it in his stride. A very lucky bounce. Barella, if we can get it across one more time. Mark Guiu, he's kind of ruined it. As a backup striker, maybe not strong enough. And our first Champions League game does end in a slight bit of defeat. I say slight bit of defeat because after that we have picked up to 4. As the Champions League currently our focus, some increases in ratings, and the top scorer, no wonder he made him the captain and wanted him in that position, Nico Barella. And then we've got Giancarlo Ramos on 11. Cole Palmer is taken to that new position because Estevao got injured again. Yes, that's a different injury, and he got injured in a clash with Trevor Chalobah, who's been injury prone. Some players just don't make it. He hasn't been very good for us. You know who else isn't being good for us? That's right, Joao Pedro. He's throwing a fight and a tantrum. He says he's going to go all out Mbappe on this squad if he doesn't get to play. I'm going to speak to Conte on this, saying, what do you think to this Joao Pedro nonsense? I understand the decision to do something like this. Obviously, you wanted a new striker. Joao Pedro wasn't performing. And he says, boss, I think I've got it under control. Yes, we'll have to ride a wave until January. But if we can sell Joao and get, yes, another striker in, because we've got Ramos, but I want 2. I want 1 kind of fast target forward, as Mark Guiu is not up to scratch in training or on the field. And I've simulated a little bit into the future. Yes, we've got the league to focus on and the Carabao Cup, but can we ignore Barcelona at home? Being a bit smug because I know the scoreline between these two in real life this season. Chelsea getting that big win, and Barcelona, this would be a statement. I don't know any results of the other games. I just sim straight to this one. Praying we've picked up in the Champions League. Rafinha, get across. We don't really read that for Gaio Tomori. Fermin Lopez. We have to split the men, Colwill. And Tomori just batters through. The tired man in this lineup. Fatigue's actually, I don't know how, causing us problems. I think it's because Conte's got such a structured team, and obviously he had to change formation. He's relying on players with Barella into Palmer. Palmer skips away, passes it to Ramos. Why need another man, I should ask Antonio Conte? This man scores against Barcelona, assisted by Cole Palmer himself. Get in there. Could be 2 because we've dispossessed Fermin, and look at the bodies flow forward. Our attack is just allowed to because we've got the players behind it. In this formation, Palmer goes alone. This time not scoring, but corner ball whipped in. Buongiorno! What a header! What a header from our Italian stallion! The defender at the back, Alessandro Buongiorno. I love that celebration. 2-0 against Barca. Look at this for a finish. Tells him it's going low. It doesn't do. The header being marked. Man on the line. It still squeezes in. Joao Pedro drama. What Joao Pedro drama? Let's not cause drama for ourselves in this game, please. Ferran Torres. Oh, what a tackle. This game is open. Just bait him a little bit. Kanasheki. Kanasheki, you should have easily got back for that. Okay, interesting game. Molero. Can we just get a goal instantly? Look at the run from Ramos. Go route 1. Win that header. It's a save. As we just need to see this game out. It's a statement for the rest of the Champions League. I knew he wasn't being careful. I always felt they were just a goal away on a counter-attack. And they kind of cut through the middle. Now we need to look for a goal in a beautiful performance. Hopefully we get it. Long highlights package this, but it goes Barella into Goncalo Ramos. That's a sweet turn, Goncalo Ramos. He needs Palmer to return the favour. Ramos got set up by Cole Palmer early on, and after looking like a bottle job team, Chelsea win 3-2 against Barcelona. And I've simmed all the way up to Fulham in December, going for the sim-in. There's a 6-0 defeat to Tottenham in there. That's tragic. Hopefully not bad in the league. Seeing wins against Liverpool and it was Manchester United. As if we can go through in this cup, only Arsenal kind of stand in our way. I'm liking our odds. And in the Premier League, we've simulated most of the games and it sits as top of the table. That's 6-0 thrashing. Why did I even think about it? 6 points clear of City. We've got Cardiff next in the FA Cup. Champions League, we're looking fine. We are third. All nice and sound. And this is even better for us because Joao Pedro looks to be forgotten by some fans because now they're seeing he is the issue. Down to an 84 rated. Shows when you throw a tantrum, when you throw your toys out the cot and put your team in the mud, it's not always a good decision, is it? As Cole Palmer, that's a good decision. It's been brilliant from the wing. Bit harsh on Estevao, but we're changing this team and he is back in it. Hopefully making a point, same as Conte, if he can reach a quarter-final and win this Carabao. That'll be a Europa League and a Carabao, showing his tacticals, yes. His tactical style, should I say, do work, but granted he's had to change the formation. It won't be an easy one, whatever the stretch of the imagination. Tom Kearney trying to mark us. I've actually met him in person. Spoiler alert, or not a spoiler alert at all, but a fun fact. As Gusto in towards Estevao. As Andreas Santos running through the middle. Estevao, hang about. Maybe he'll score with his second chance. No. Robert Sanchez, what are the feeding you at Fulham? Obviously didn't get fed it here, did you? As that's a ball through onto Kevin. Good block. Referee, don't you dare say. Don't you dare say you've just given a penalty for that. And now Jurgensen, who I kind of wish we would have got rid of, kept Mike Penders. Or Robert Sanchez, but Wilson hits the bar. Jurgensen can't take any credit for that. But if he starts a counter-attack, he definitely can. Andreas Santos drilling at the Fulham defence. He's got Estevao on the overlap. If he can drill this towards the back post. Tosin with the block. He went back to Fulham. They've got inside access to our training ground, really, or our dressing room with Tosin and with Sanchez. Get going. Jurgensen into Yorel Hato. Barella. Andreas Santos now in the middle. And that's a better pass. We've allowed Reece James to go back to right back. Estevao, if he can cause some magic, maybe need to rest very soon. Jamie Gittens onto Barella. It's handled by Big Tosin, who we had to let go of. Penalty to us now. We get a few of them. And Barella, player of the episode. Don't be too missed out of two. Castro around the corner. That's Oscar Bob. That's Bob in behind Cucurella. He got the ball. I swear he did. He got the ball. It's got to be a red card. It's got a yellow and a foul. Not long left in this game. Cucurella gets another yellow card. He's getting plenty of them at the moment. Drill that across the floor. Trying to get back to the old tactics a bit, but teams look to have picked up on that strategically. Barella, man. It's going to be penalties between two teams that just have missed penalties, unless a last-minute big bit of business here. Malero put us in a semi-final. We've got the home advantage. Goncalo Ramos, he gets it drilled into him on the counter-attack. He needs a backup striker, but Goncalo Ramos sends us into a two-legged eliminator for a chance to win another trophy at Wembley. Chelsea on fire.